Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Animal Wisdom Tarot by Don Brunk, illustrated by Ola Leola. It's right below Don Brunk. There is a website for them, cicobooks.com. If I can get close enough so you can see it. Actually, you probably can see it better than I can in my little viewfinder, but there's that. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There's the spelling of her name. It's a Hay House product. I didn't see a website on the outside of that box, but I do believe it's out there somewhere. So if you search out her full name with the deck, I think you'll find something. Or you can search out Hay House, of course. Who else had that card at the end? I don't remember. Somebody had the Blue Jay at the end of their reading. I don't remember who it was. Alright, you're coming in with the Swan. I feel like this is good. It's interesting, because Swan, to me, usually talks about something with love. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. But, this is usually like the Temperance card. I don't know why I'm getting... This could have something to do with love. It doesn't have to. I do feel at the very least this is something you have a passion for. Something you've had a passion for a while. I'm also getting your challenge card is the Horse, which is actually a Pegasus, because I'm that one. Which I'm getting like Cancer feel with that too. Like something that you've been dedicated to, that you've been feeling really passionate for. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't. But whatever the situation is, you're emotionally invested with it. And it's one of those things where you're kind of at some type of crux. Crux? Is that the right word? Maybe. Like you're questioning, should I be? Or should I be, or is there enough attention on this situation? Maybe you're wondering if you're putting enough effort into it. You might be wondering, either, I feel like I'm torn. Like, should I leave it alone, or should I put more effort into it? What should I do? But you do have a passion for it. You've got a lot of cups you're going towards, too. Is that the King and Queen of Cups, actually? The Shark and the Sea Turtle. I find this very curious. And I'll tell you why in a second, but is this good for you? That's the question. Now, this is my first thought when I saw these two together. I think I've seen a few shark documentaries, and I want to say that sharks, at least the great white, I think that's the great white. It looks like a great white to me. I don't know. They prey on sea turtles as their food. So the fact that these are king and queen, and I view king and queens as equals. I don't think one outweighs the other. I find it very interesting to me. Kind of like, you might be looking at this in that sense. Kind of like, is this person like one of those people who they're their own worst enemy? Maybe that's how you're looking at this. Or maybe the situation, because it doesn't have to be a person. Is this like, for everything that goes good, something equal goes bad? Like, is there like that weird type of balance with this? Two to the good, two to the bad every time? I don't think this is solved, though. Because it maybe you might also look at this kind of like, that's how this is going, but maybe this situation needs a little bit of help, so it's not like that. Trying to move forward with it, it's not moving in very well. Because the Angel of Strength, kind of like, there's a lot of strength, like, whatever this is, be it a person or a situation, there's a lot of energy around it. There's a lot of energy exhibited here. So there's a lot to handle. So you're not looking at this like this is something just simple, like I could just deal with it and move on. There's a lot. There's a lot of energy here, a lot of power here with that strength card. And I feel like you might have been trying to step away from it. Or you're trying, it's just like over here on the peripheral. You're not deep into it at this point, but you can't seem to like get away from it. It's like you're tethered to it in some respect. And you're looking at it with the Five of Swords, the Blue Jay, and is it the Goddess? What is this? Goddess of the Moon, which is a very blessed card. It is kind of like, though I think, okay, this is a situation that can be very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Yet you're not sure you're the one that can make it beautiful. You seem to be very honest with yourself about that. Kind of like, yeah, the situation could be a great situation. I just don't know if I'm the one to do it. I think that because that moon energy, but the beauty of it with the Goddess card, like, there's a lot of beauty with it. Kind of like, yeah, it could be great. I just don't know if I'm the one that could pull it together. Kind of like, certain things work certain ways, and they're just certain things are for you and certain things aren't. And I feel like you're just very honest with yourself about that. You're also looking at it in the sense of like, if I'm going to put my hat in the ring about it, if I'm going to get involved, it's going to be very hard for me. But I can make it work. I just don't know if I should. Again, I don't know if it's for me. That's the thing. That's the point. I can make this go better. Yeah. But do I want to? I just don't know if it's for me. If I put in all that work and it becomes really stressful, I may end up not liking it. And even though I can make it work, do I want to? So I'm very honest with yourself. Very, very honest with myself when I'm feeling the Libra energy. I'm going into this slowly. Are we going into it? This is like that shark and sea turtle energy. Ooh, I don't even know. But I'm noticing this. This is the devil card in most decks that go. So this is a very defined energy. You might be able to weave in and out, like, you're an air sign. You can work in here, you can find the cracks, you can move there, you can go here. But the structure is not very changeable. Whatever this is, whether it be a person or a situation, it is what it is, and it's not willing to change. So there's a lot of this you have to be okay with how it is. You're more likely to move things around it than its actual situation. So if I'm looking at like an old stone castle, you can improve upon what's already there. Maybe you can fix the doors. You can repair the windows, but it's going to be the same windows that were there before. It's going to be the same doors that fit in those spots. So if it's like an archway, it's like a rounded archway, for example. You're not going to change that archway. It's going to stay rounded. You have to get a door that fits where that goes. The structure will not change. You can put some plants around the thing. You can fill the moat in with water and clean it out and whatever you want to do with the moat. But the structure will stay the same the whole time. We're not building any new rooms. We're not taking away anything. We're not restructuring the roof. It's going to all be the way it is. You can repair it, but you can't change how it looks. It's going to be what it's going to be. And you can do a lot with that. I'll give you that. This is probably also why you're looking at this kind of like, I can make it beautiful again. And you're looking at that. I could, but the structure is the structure. It's an old stone castle, and we're not going to be tearing things down and rebuilding them. We're going to work with what's there. We can repair what has been damaged, but it's going to be repaired back to what it was. I'm not going to have the ability to change it to something else. Yeah, there's also, this talks about Capricorn sometimes, which is Earth. King of Earth. Backing that right up. Boom. It is what it is. It is what it is. You have some abilities to, again, like, if you're thinking of an old stone castle, and there's a rounded archway, that's only one type of door that's going to fit in there, you might even get away with painting the rock and making it look a little prettier. You might even put some stucco on it, but it's still a stone castle. And, you know, there's only so much you're going to do with it. That's the point. That's the point. You get it. I think you get it. You are really kind of stuck in this. I feel like they're saying you got to make your choice. Where you are right now, I feel like if this reading is hitting with you, you got to make your choice. Either do or don't, because it seems like it's taking up some of your energy, and it's not really working for you. I feel like that's what they're saying. You're all tied up in it. You got to either untie yourself and move on, or if you're gonna get tied up in it anyway, jump in and handle it. You're in this weird quasi spot where it's not serving you. Either get in there and do something with it, or get out and go do something else. I feel like that's what they're trying to get to at this. If you push it forward, the wheel will turn, and you'll find out what this is about. I don't feel like there's any guaranteed energy other than whatever you're dealing with, be it a person or a situation, it seems to flourish with you. The situation or person seems to flourish very well with you. They got the Sun card going on there. They also got the Lynx card here, which it's the Nine of Wands. They're waiting. This situation or person is waiting for somebody to come towards them to help them. It just seems like, are you going to be the one? Somebody will. Sooner or later, somebody will. But will you be the one? So if this is a person, if you don't move forward soon, somebody else will. But that's where they're saying, well, if that happens, you really need to untie yourself from this and go somewhere else. Do yourself that favor. And if it's a situation still, somebody else will claim it, so go on to something else. I still keep looking at the sea turtle and the shark. And this is the first time I've noticed it's like predator prey, which really makes me uncomfortable with these two cards. I'm like, they're supposed to be compatible, not like, to me this looks like a toxic relationship. It really does. It really does. That looks like a toxic relationship to me. Make up your mind if you think this is really something you want, and either move into it or move on. And if you're looking at, I think a lot of you are looking at this kind of like, yeah, I don't think that's really good idea. Detach yourself from it. If it's a person, I would even push forward, because apparently I'm in the Paul McKenna bandwagon lately. I'm always am. But I'm talking about it in my videos. Paul McKenna, British author, I Can Mend Your Broken Heart. If it's a person you don't think you should be connected with, the exercises in that book, you don't even have to read the whole book. You can just read the exercises. I recommend doing them in order. You could detach from it and move on. It'll make it a lot easier. You may be surprised. I'm saying, as a Pisces, I have that thing where it's hard to not think about something. When you're like, I don't want to think about that, and just boom, 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 it's in your head. There's exercises in that book that have helped me stop thinking about things that I don't want to think about. I think it's a really great thing. Just food for thought. Do what you want to do. But they're saying, listen, this is gross. I don't know if I really want to. Either do it or don't. I don't want to use the toilet reference, because they're saying, either do your business or get off the toilet. You know how that goes. I don't know why I don't want to say it, but I'm like, it's a gross way to say that. But there you go. Either do it or don't. Do or don't. Good? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.